Right boys, on my way to the first part of the journey to Morata Pedro, catch the old coach, go up to Leicester, the King Power for the FA Cup quarter-final. And it's a shittle bus for us guys. It's the only trophy we can win now this season, so we've got to win today. And I think we will, you know. I think those players are going to know that this is the last chance for glory. So fingers crossed we can do this guys, and I'll see you on the next day. Right, we're on the way. Obviously about 45 minutes to go until we can get to the King Power. Then with old John. What do you think the score will be, mate?
I'll take 2-1.
I fancy 2-1. Do you think Morata will start up front?
Well, there's rumours he might be.
I think he'll play today, and you know, it's shittle bust today though, isn't it, mate? We've got to get a victory and keep our season alive. Otherwise it'll be over tonight, isn't it? And
I'd like in theory both of them to start. I can't see that happening.
What, two strikers?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know about that on it, mate, but I think Morata will get the nod over Olivier Giroud, to be fair.
Yeah.
And Willie Caballero, you think he'll
I
be
think
in goal?
Willie will be in goal.
You could be right, buddy. Well,
our penalty king.
Absolutely. Well, as you can see, I've got myself a scarf. Seriously, it's about 3 below here. We're trying to warm ourselves up in a pub. It was mostly Leicester, so we kind of took advantage of the radiator for a little while. It's absolutely freezing here, proper taters, and the coaches have dropped us off, so there's no way. I guess there's only one thing to do really, go in a bit early, but there you go.
twice now, isn't it?
The boys like Bowen, he's all alive. He got the call from Abramovich, and off he went to Stamford Bridge. Come on, take a look at the school.
Hello guys, well, what an absolute day it's been, and it all turned out great in the end, but my goodness, those players, they certainly put us through. I think for me today, I went through every single emotion under the sun. I think today there were spells where we were really good, spells where we were really terrible, spells where we were inept, chances missed, passes just got astray. Certain players are just, you know, really frustrating, where the simple ball and the opportunity was on, and we just weren't doing it. And yet there was some absolute brilliance on the park, and it was a Super Cup tie, don't get me wrong. But once again, you know, a game where I felt we were pretty comfortable, very, very comfortable. We went 1-0 up. Vardy Morata, I mean, I've got to be honest, I don't know about you guys, but when he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, I was just thinking, oh, is he going to put this away this time? And he put it away superbly. He lifted it over the keeper, and fantastic. 1-0 up, Chelsea. And you know, I thought we were really, really decent. Bakayoko was taken off in at the end of the first half. For the second half, Fabregas was brought on. Funny enough, I know Bakayoko made a few mistakes, but I felt the shape or the solidity of the team. We were much more solid when Bakayoko was in that position. I've got to tell you, N'Golo Kante, I can't fault him. I thought he was absolutely everywhere. It was like we had two players on the pitch. I mean, he was setting up our attacks. He was driving us as a team forward. You know, instead of, you know, doing what he normally does, break up the play and sit, and he was literally doing that and some. He was driving the team forward. But you know, missed opportunities, and a couple of opportunities for Eden Hazard where it really frustrated me at one point, where Hazard had an opportunity just to drop his shoulder and just pick his shot at goal. 2 or 3 occasions where he opted to pass off instead of shoot, and you know, but it had everything. But again, you know, you just felt that the more the game went on, Leicester were going to have a little bit of a spell, and of course they did. And they peppered our goal, and next thing it's 1-1, and we're going into extra time. And I've got to be honest, at extra time, I thought anything could happen, absolutely anything could happen. But we bossed the extra time periods, and we got our rewards. Willian came off, and Pedro Rodriguez came on, and I think the goalkeeper Schmeichel kind of, I couldn't really see it properly, to be fair, because it was up the other end, but I think he kind of lost the ball in flight, and Pedro puts us 2-1 up. and then it was about us. I'm really pleased that, well, we were dropping off, and I'm really pleased that we ended up pushing forward throughout the period of extra time, because you know, we weren't inviting it on. Giroud came on for Morata. I thought Morata in spells was really great, really good, but again, he goes down too simply, and he's really got to work on that aspect of his play for sure. Victor Moses, another one that was frustrating me, where he doesn't seem to be able to take on the last man. He gets to that point, he does all the hard work brilliantly, and then he checks back on his foot, and he slows the play down, and then of course the opposition are behind the ball again. But then he was defending superbly. I thought he was doing everything, you know, from a real solid way for the team. I see Gary Cahill came on for Christensen. I hope that's not, I mean, there must be something to do with an injury. I see he went straight down the tunnel. I hope there's nothing serious there. But in the end, we saw it out, and it was absolutely exhausting, 120 minutes of football, to tell you the truth. But we deserved to win that, and we certainly deserved a little bit of luck with regards to the draw. You know, we were all just coming to terms with winning the game as we were all getting back to board our coaches, and then the news came out that we ended up getting Southampton. Well done, Petr, well done, Gianfranco Zola. Fantastic. But we deserved that, guys, because if you look at all the games that we've had after our European trips, you know, Man City's and Liverpool's and Man United's, and you know, I just feel that we deserved that. So Man United and Spurs will play the other one, and we've got Southampton. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy. It's 90 minutes of football, and anything can happen on the day. But we've got to fancy ourselves now to at least get to the final, and then we've got a one-off game against one of them two. As I say, assuming that we beat the Saints. Obviously, you don't count your chickens. Last thing before I go, guys, I just want to say that I thought was a major difference between the sides, and certainly you have to take in consideration was the supporters, Chelsea supporters today, 5,000, sang for 120 minutes, absolutely superb. Leicester, where normally the King Power is a stadium that's buzzing, I mean, they opened up the start of the game with all their blue and white flags and everything else, and I was thinking it's just going to be a cracking atmosphere, this, especially with us there as well in such huge numbers. But we were absolutely the difference today. You didn't really hear Leicester until they scored their goal, and even in extra time you didn't really hear them at all. So it was all about the Chelsea supporters, and the supporters really pushed that team over the line, and we got there. And it feels great, because after all the crap and all the distraughtness of the European game in midweek at Barcelona, it's nice to end the week and to look forward to going to Wembley. So there you go, guys. The time now is just gone 9. I've got about another hour and a half before I get back home, and up to Chelsea, and see if the next, we've got a little bit of a gap now, a little bit of a wait, but of course we've got the enemy coming on the 1st of April, Tottenham at home, and looking forward to that, guys, looking forward to that. Anyway, speak to you soon, lads, on up the Chelsea, keep the blue flag flying away.
Hello, I'm Tommy Baldwin. Played 239 games for Chelsea and scored 92 goals. So don't forget to subscribe to SW6.